What the hell is wrong with you? Strange news from around the world. Oh, my friends over there, you have some bizarre things going on. 2K all day! You know what it is? It's time once again for strange news from around the world. This is the time where we go over the odd stories I run across during the week that I find just too interesting and compelling to pass up. So, grab a drink, sit back, get ready to enjoy our strange stories from around the world. I got some real good ones this week. Alright, our first story comes to us from my own country, right here, the good old USA. State Nevada. It's home to Las Vegas, you know, where all the gambling goes on here in America. So, here in America, we have special traffic rules and regulations for driving in rush hour traffic. That's when it's the height of the day, when you have most of your people on the road. And so we have what they call carpool lanes. And if you travel in one of these carpool lanes, you must have at least 2 passengers in your car. Otherwise, big old ticket for you. Fine, ticket, whatever you call it in your country. But here in America, you must have at least 2 people to go in the carpool lane. Well, it seems a creative driver in Nevada, hearse driver, limo for the dead, decided that the coffin counts as a second person. So he decided to use the carpool lane. The police had second thoughts on that, pulled them over. They had an interesting discussion because according to the hearse driver, there are no rules in the law there in Nevada that state that the second person in the vehicle must be alive. So looking into this, the police officer agreed that there is no exact wording that states the person or persons need to be alive, but he was trying to use old police common sense, and he told them, look, he's going to give you a warning this time, but in the future, dead bodies don't count. So, you know, a little FYI for everyone here in the States. I don't know about in your country. Let me know. Does a corpse count as a second person for your HOV if you're in Europe? Can't get away with that here, at least not in Nevada. But I just thought it would be a interesting, cute little story to start with. Hearse driver, corpse, good enough to get in the carpool lane? I mean, I get where he's coming from. It is promoting, you know, more than one person, but I think that may be pushing your luck a little bit. But like I told you, we got some really interesting stories today. Let's see what else is going on around the world. Oh, our next story comes from the Like a Boss chapter of today's episodes. It seems a very brave and ambitious young man, 19-year-old crane operator, somewhere in Southeast Asia, sees a local apartment building on fire. Smoke coming out of it, 7 stories high, people on the balcony yelling and screaming. What does he do? Not what most of us do. Wrong. He didn't get his phone out and start taking selfies and think about what he was going to post on Instagram. Look, people jumping from terrace. Nope. My champ swung into action, moved his crane close to the building where he can angle the bucket in, like you see in the pictures, and start saving people. Yep. For 19-20 minutes, he saved and picked people off the top floors. Brought them down to safety, kept re-maneuvering the crane to where he could get it. Like a true boss. 19 years old. Didn't think anything of himself. I don't know. You got that kind of guts? You see a fire, you pull out your camera or your cell phone and start thinking about, oh, let me just share this with everybody? Or are you willing to put yourself in danger? Do you run up there? Do you get a ladder from your garage and start saving people? Do you go and, grab a bucket and become part of the bucket brigade? Just curious. Let me know in the comments down below. What would you do? Are you a boss? Are you a champ like my buddy right here? Or do you think, maybe self-preservation would kick in? Nobody's judging, nobody's blaming anybody. I mean, it isn't easy to put yourself between fire and living. It's probably a pretty simple choice, but think about it. Young guy, 19, think nothing of his own safety, plus his boss's equipment. I'm sure his boss wasn't thinking it was such a grand idea. But then again, your boss doesn't think anything is a grand idea unless it's his idea. Turns out, saved a total of 14 people. Was able to rescue more lives than the actual fire department was able to do. So, to you, my young friend, like a boss file, you're the man. See, it's things like that really inspire me. I mean, think about it. I always hope I would go running into a burning building. You never know. Would I grab a ladder and put myself in danger? God, I hope so, man. But you never can tell. I mean, no one's gonna down you for, being human and maybe worrying about your own well-being. But, it's great when you see people think of the bigger picture. People who go above and beyond, take matters into their own hands like a champ. Risk their boss's equipment. I always like that. And no problem with that. I'll roll your stuff right up to the job site and right down to the fire and start picking people off of roofs. Whatever it takes. At least I would hope so. What about you, though? Got what it takes? You a champ like my 19-year-old buddy? You put yourself in danger? Or do you selfie it up? Like, oh, look at me, fire in background, news at 11. I don't know, man. I'm hoping all my subscribers would, but you never know. Wouldn't blame you either way. But very interesting, right? A real feel-good story. 19-year-old guy saving his villagers and townspeople. Man, that's guts. That's glory. That's the stuff champions and heroes are made of. Thumbs up to you, 19-year-old. You're the man of the week for us. Moving on. I got 2 more really good stories. One that's going to scare the crap out of you, and the other one that's going to piss you the hell off. But let's see what's up next. I think it's scare the crap out of you time. Our next story comes to us from the UK. Oh, my friends over there, you have some bizarre things going on. They have a creature called the Raccoon Dog. Yeah, it's a cross between a raccoon and some kind of wolf hunting dog thing. It's an actual recognized breed of animal there, and I'm not quite sure why such things exist, but not my place to judge or make those type of calls, if you know what I mean. But it really seems like an experiment gone bad, especially when you hear about the current circumstance. You see, it appears that currently the breeder of this particular type of luxury animal has allowed some of its creatures to escape its den. I don't know, cage, den, enclosure, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like bad science out on the loose in the public. It appears that at least 2 of them have broken free and decided to travel the countryside, terrorizing local residents and pet owners alike. As you can see from the pictures down, below, to the left or the right, I don't know, how would you call it here? The pictures that precede and follow. What a beast, huh? Look at that thing. My goodness, that's one scary sucker. I don't know if I'd want that breeding where I live, but I guess in the UK they're a little more relaxed on their animal experiments. Anyway, this creature has already attacked two residents of this small town, and I guess consumed quite a few pets. Very, very dangerous. Cross between a fox, a raccoon, and a wolf. So, I mean, go figure. That just doesn't seem like a wise choice to put together. But then again, I don't know, you animal enthusiasts, are you for that? Are you a animal rights person? Do you believe in these hybrids? I mean, this thing, Raccoon Dog, I don't know what to say. It's a terror. The thing looks like it'll eat you on sight, but is that all right? Are those type of things allowed? Does it also deserve its right and place in the world? It's an experiment, but it's alive now and with us. Seems to be quite dangerous. I'm sure if you ask the people that reside in this particular area, not probably having a lot of love for this particular creature. I mean, I guess it could be cute if you consider vicious and hybrid experiment, Frankensteinish type creature cute. I mean, everything has its beauty, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Isn't that what we always say? So I guess this is a testament to that. But the police don't find it to be too cute. Residents of this particular town don't agree it's a very cute and cuddly little beast. You know, if it sees you, it tries to attack you. Now, the breeder of said animal is stating that only one had gotten out one time, but yet, as you can see, there's plenty of pictures and sightings of the thing. So, I mean, it's obvious it must be just having its way with escaping and coming back. I mean, I don't know. Let me know. How do you feel about that? Raccoon Dog. Vicious wolf raccoon mixed experiment hybrid beast running loose in your neighborhood? Or legitimate pet of the future? I mean, I'm not quite sure what purposes it would serve. I mean, I know the raccoons are good manipulators, and fox is pretty clever. So, I mean, a hybrid raccoon that could really, you know, wipe you out? I don't know. I'm a man of science, but I'm not one into mutant species science. I'm not even comfortable with Labradoodle, which I'm sure you people probably find adorable, but I don't know. You think this thing's a Labradoodle? You judge for yourself. I'll include a picture at the end. Cuddling up to that? Putting one in your house? Let me know. This is a story that got me going this week. I mean, when I saw that, it wasn't easy to find, but when I came across it, oh my goodness. I mean, it's a beast. It's truly of Frankensteinish level experimentation. You know, I thought I was doing good with the human hybrid monkey, but Raccoon Dog, absolutely terrifying. But let me know. Would you have one as a pet? I could hook you up. I know where they're coming from. But the next story, the last story, the sad story. Just really gonna get my blood boiling. You'll see, you'll hear, and you'll be as angry as I am. All right, my friends, I have one more story left to go. These are the ones that really just get my goat, and not in a good way. The ones that just aggravate the life out of me completely. These are the ones that deal with food tampering. So it appears that here in my wonderful home country of the United States, we have a sick individual that we're calling the Lufkin liquor. That's right, that gorgeous person right there and her partner, that striving to be the best couple, have committed the largest of atrocities. Could you imagine? How dare she put her nasty tongue on a unsold carton of most delicious Bluebell ice cream, lick it, think she's funny, seal it, and put it back in the cabinet? You've heard me correctly. This stellar individual thought it would be so funny to lick a unsold carton of ice cream and put it back for somebody to buy. I mean, just disgusting. Just, what the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's my question always. What the hell is wrong with you? You think that's funny? How about this? How about we get a dog to lick some, we put it in your freezer and we don't tell you? Sound good? Sound like a top prank to you? I don't understand people with the pranks. Certain things are funny, but things like just tampering with food because it's just disgusting. And at a Walmart, if you don't know, and I'm sure if you watch my channel, we all know what Walmart is, one of the largest distributors of food, clothing, and junk in the country. So, yeah, you should probably notice it was tampered with. Yeah, you should look at your food before you eat it. But I'm sorry. If you get, and especially something that went in the freezer, it's gonna be wet and cold. It's gonna refreeze to the top. Someone's gonna open it, just throw a spoon in it if they're not feeling good and just want some ice cream relief. Who doesn't want just some basic ice cream relief, man? And now I gotta wonder and worry if some stupid kid, and she wasn't even a kid, she's an adult. They've closed in on her. They know who she is, and they're about to get her accomplice from what I've read. So, not too bright, huh? Well, I mean, you could tell just by their actions. I mean, not too bright to begin with, but, it's just crazy because 11 million people view the video, people that you live with in your own hometown. You're gonna be outed. I mean, it's just a smack in the face to everybody. I just hope that they throw the book at her, because it seems that the fine is $100,000 and 20 years in jail. I think maybe 20 years in jail is a bit too much. $100,000, probably could never afford it if she's licking ice cream at Walmart. But I think some happy medium, somewhere in between. Somewhere like maybe a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. I think that sounds good. That sounds fair for us, right? Those of us that may have been contaminated by this mad maniac, disgusting. What the hell is wrong with you? It's all I can say. There's something wrong with you. Somebody needs to set you straight. And I think a 365 days behind bars and $1,000 out of your pocket teach you the lesson that you didn't get at home. But not up to me. You guys tell me. What do you think? Licking the ice cream, putting it back in the freezer, cool with you? Ha ha, funny? Or hell no, catch you and punish you? Put it in the comments down below. Those are the stories I found. Mind-boggling, aren't they? What I like to say, fascinating. But y'all know how we do it. Comment, like, subscribe. 2K all day. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Moving ahead. We're hitting 5. We're looking for 5. Do I see 5 out there? Oh, I certainly do. Love ya. Join me again for the next episode of Strange News from Around the World. And remember, stop doing that crazy shit. The hell is wrong with you?